Ja, vi är tillbaka igen och vi pratar med Abraham Oyondi. Han är coach och jobbar med personal training. Och what do you say is the biggest sports in Kenya today?
Athletics is a big sport in Kenya. Internationally, people know Kenya because of athletics. Our national anthem is sung from left, right, from the Eastern Europe, West Europe, everywhere, all over the world. In Africa, when our athletes are doing well, they are winning gold medal, silver and all that, they're on the platform. So at the moment, I could say athletics is the big sport in Kenya because many of our athletes are doing well. They are bringing glory to the country. However, rugby can come into the second position because there was a time when we could win the World Series, get major trophies or whatever in the rugby arena. They had their own issues in management. The union had maybe there arose some issues in the management of the union, and the management issues brought it down a bit. But they are on a recovery track at the moment. Schools, universities have started getting into rugby.
I Kenya så finns ju många maratonlöpare med fina meriter. Däribland Geoffrey Metaya som på New York Marathon har slagit sin egen tid 4 gånger. Han blev dessvärre suspenderad där eftersom han blev tagen för dopning. Men frågan är då om det kommer fram några nya namn på maratonbanan och på löptracken.
The Kiplagats, the Koreans are coming up. You have the ladies, the Chelagats, they are coming up, and I believe the big names who are there, they have shown the way that actually athletics pays. They have excelled in the marathon, the New York Marathon, the London Marathon. The records have been held for long with our own Eliud Kipchoge, the king of marathon. Geoffrey has done well. He has raised our flag high in many countries. He has won many marathons. And we believe such is something that can be done more and more. Young athletes are being mentored. Some of them, like female athletes, are starting camps to train young athletes, to mentor them. We believe they are coming on board. Like David Rudisha, he has been the king of the 800 meters, 400 meters. He's also coming up with...
Abraham säger att det finns mycket förutsättningar för att man får fram nya 10 000 meters löpare och nya atleter här i Kenya, eftersom många läger då läggs på bra ställen och det finns många som springer där. And we have to talk a little bit about soccer. What's the temperature of Kenyan soccer, would you say?
Kenya soccer is like in the hearts and in the bloodline of people here in Kenya. People love soccer. We are great fans of soccer. Despite the fact that our national team is not doing so well in the international scene, we have great fanatics of soccer. For example, if you look at the bigger teams in the country, we have AFC Leopards and Gor Mahia. When the two are going to play, even traffic comes to a standstill. The fans are out, they are singing on the roads, and everything comes to a standstill. The stadiums are fully packed, and it's something that carries people high. We still have a little of management issues, player issues, salary issues for players and all that, but still there is that love of the sport. The players love the game. So soccer is something that is treasured in this country. These players, like for example Eric Johanna, we have Johanna Molo and many others that are in Sweden. These players, most of them
Ja, i Kenya så finns det ju stort fotbollsintresse med miljoner fotbollsspelare. Och från storklubbarna så kommer ju varje år många spelare ut i Europa, däribland till Sverige. Och när storklubbarna spelar så stannar allt av. Trafiken stannar och är folkfest över det hela. Frågan är då hur man får fram nya fotbollsspelare då, och vad är en bra fotbollsspelare då i dina ögon?
A good soccer player has to begin from the lower level. Most of our players begin to play football at the age of 15, 16. A lot of basic or fundamental training or skills they don't have. Our strategy, our plan for elite player development should come back down, where we start from the young age, in those age group maybe 4 to 6, 7 to 9, 10 to 13, then maybe 14, 16 and above. So
Abraham tror på att man från tidig ålder börjar träna fotbollsspelare och att man skapar team. Den ultimata fotbollsspelaren är en spelare som kan spela i team och som förbereds även för ett liv i eliten.
I believe in team formation. A player who is an all-round player. If I take this player to Sweden today, he will go into the structure of maybe if he's 16 to 19. If I take him into that structure, he's able to do exactly what is required of that age. And if I take him to another team in the US or in France, or even here in Africa, he's able to gel the team. So my take on a player.
Vi ska sammanfatta lite grann. Vi har pratat om fotboll och förutsättningarna för fotboll, och Abrahams idé med fotboll är att skapa teamspelare som funkar i vilket lag som helst. Kenyan players, they change nationality and move to other countries. What's your point of view of that?
Yeah, that is a sad situation that as a country we are facing. Not only in soccer, even in athletics, some of our elite marathoners are changing nationality to other countries.
Why?
Most of our clubs or our teams here are not well managed. The players, sometimes they go without salary for 5-6 months. They have no salary, they have bills to pay, they can't afford. So when they think of, or when they get an opportunity to play outside the country where they are paid well, they feel, why should I go back to my own country where I'm going to suffer, where I'm not going to be enumerated well? Now, most of our players, when they get out, they feel at home, I'm not appreciated, I'm not enumerated well, the conditions there are not good. So why not change allegiance? Because the other countries appreciate them more. When they win medals, when they represent the countries, they are paid well, they are honored. So I believe if people go to class, they learn sports management, sports science, exercise and sports science. If we change the narrative and professionalize sports, those players that go play soccer in other countries where players are treated as professionals.
Där tackar vi Abraham Oyondi, coach och personlig tränare där. Vi pratade mycket om fotboll och att man måste börja från grunden, börja väldigt tidigt där. Det finns många fotbollsspelare här, men grunden måste läggas tidigt. Och man måste jobba mer systematiskt. Och vi pratade sist i den här intervjun om problemet med att många kenyanska spelare byter nationalitet. Och vi kanske såg en liten förändring där om man ändrar systemet från toppen så att man får till en förändring där. Ett reportage här i våran serie här från Kenya. Vi finns på Ongata Rongai och vi pratade fotboll här. Ja, vi är kvar i Kenya. Vi ska prata sport här i reportageserien här, och vi ska prata lite om fotboll och hur det ser ut i skolorna när det gäller aktivitet. Det är ju faktiskt något som är världsöverspännande att ungdomar rör sig för lite. And Abraham Oyondi, coach.
My business is a bit unique, and I believe, given that I'm now just 2-3 years into the profession, I hope to build a foundation where we can expand our base, even to train other countries, take at least to other countries, bring in people from maybe other countries, maybe Sweden, Norway. They can come in so that they can also train from here. Remember the altitude in Kenya, the conditions in Kenya, elite at least like Mo Farah from other countries, they come and train here. So I believe we have a potential to take it to a higher level.
Ja, Abraham säger att han är utbildad för att analysera och förebygga skador och jobbar mycket med personal training. Han tror att det går att utveckla också så att Kenya kan vara en bas för många andra länder där man kan träna och utvecklas där. I know that you have thoughts about how the youth is moving. How are things in Kenyan schools?
The biggest challenge you may find in a school that has got more than 200 kids, they have 2 balls. So that is not enough for them. they can't really participate actively. Then also maybe they will just do the football and running, but other sports like swimming, maybe rugby and all other sports, they don't have the facilities. The experience I've had in schools is that there is inadequacy. Earlier on was taken as a thing for the male gender, but at the moment the girls have started coming out. We have seen soccer teams that are girls, like now the national soccer team, the Harambee Starlets, they are doing better than their counterparts, the national male team, the Harambee Stars. So girls have come into sports, they are being embraced, and from the younger age, maybe the primary schools to secondary schools, they've started putting them into sports, and that they're actually doing well than their male counterparts. So I can say the dynamics have started changing little by little. Many girls and boys that have been traced from primary, secondary school now to universities, they are doing better in sports and also in academics. So the girls are equally competing well. They are performing well. They are in fact representing the country in other sports outside there. So I think it's a matter of time that it will be a balance.
Abraham berättade här lite om hur livet är i skolan, och precis som i andra länder så är det givetvis så att ungdomarna rör på sig för lite, och det är en utmaning. Där finns många NGOs, alltså frivilligorganisationer, som hjälper till. Däribland FN och New Life Mission som organisation också, som vi besöker här i den här programserien. Och vi pratade också om att fotboll växer stort bland tjejer också. So what do you think is the biggest issues when you work with athletics in school?
We need more sponsorship so that these children can get access to the right equipment, the right facility, and I believe with such kind of things into place where investors can come on board, help build sports facilities, stadia, buy the equipment, because you may find even these girls, they don't have the right equipment to use even when they are doing the sports. I believe when these children are exposed to sports activity, physical activity, number one, we are looking at people who will be their health will be well. We will minimize maybe these non-communicable diseases, obesity and all that. So other activities that may lead them astray, like early pregnancies, drug abuse and all that, we will minimize, because these children are occupied, they are busy building a career. When we don't engage these young people, we don't keep them busy, they will keep themselves busy, maybe too much television time, too much phone or digital things. So you may find we can't really monitor what they are doing. They will develop into sedentary lives. So it means even health-wise, we are working on a negative course, because we will be forced to dip into our pockets for medicals and all that.
Abraham berättade ju om utvecklingen i skolan, och utvecklingen liknar mycket den som är i Sverige också, där man brottas med att inaktivitet, mycket tv, mycket PlayStation och andra saker, och att man vill få folk att röra på sig. Och vi är snart tillbaka, och då pratar vi om kenyansk idrott överhuvudtaget och hur det ser ut i landskapet här. Så häng på, vi är strax tillbaka.